stuff online that you can possibly use that information for what your community garden is. So that's going to be exciting. So things are popping, things are happening, and we just have to keep in there. But keeping it with technology has been a fascinating thing, is what I'll say, the last year and a half. Can we keep up with it? No. But at least they're changing and trying to adapt to us that are having some issues of what to do. So that's been exciting. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a clue what to do. No clue. Okay. We're going to go ahead and rest for a second here and then give you a little ditty about the USDA is talking about salads don't have to be dull this summer. We're already snapping into those salads and having a great time. My mom has finally reached one of her levels of losing weight. She's so excited. And so now we're working on the next level for her. Mine, I'm just going to have to work a little bit harder on some exercise. So, but we do eat salads, and we do eat a number of them in a course of a week because it does keep us leaner. We don't need the extra weight, and we're satisfied with maintaining. But right now we're in the lose weight mode for the next year or two. So we're going to go ahead and play that ditty that the USDA says about that.
We are here. Well, where else? We, of course, are here. I mean, we're at the Agriculture Department's Farmers Market right off the mall in Washington, D.C. at the Vegucation Tent. And today when we walked up, the inhabitants of said tent welcomed us warmly by saying what?
Let us help you.
See what they did there? Let us help you, you know? Because today they are doing some vegucation about you-know-what.
Eat your salad, 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 salad.
Last year, the folks here were encouraging us to make a great salad and eat it.
But we wanted to move towards teaching people more how to grow in their own home so that they are able to have fresh produce and learn about local, sustainable farming.
That's Kayla Johnson. She helped start a greenhouse right in one of the courtyards here at the Ag Department building and has been raising all kinds of cool season lettuce and other green salad things, and they're using them here at the market. The remarkable thing is that you told me you have never grown anything before, but everything here has come up great, looks great, proving that most everybody can grow this stuff in window boxes and pots and outside, right?
Honestly, if you just follow the instructions on the seed packet, it's pretty much accurate and you can get a good harvest.
Okay, so the salad greens that I see here, they're not just your standard green lettuce. And what is that thing?
We have a red and green frizz.
Well, a little hairspray will fix that right up. That's Laura Walter. She's a nutritionist here at the Ag Department. But this frizz, describe that for us.
It's got like spiky hair.
Oh, that's appetizing. Now, some people just don't like salads anyway. Comedian John Pinette says he doesn't consider salad as an actual food.
Salad comes with the food. Salad is a promissory note that food will soon arrive.
So, Laura, how do you sell people on salads and all the different types of salad makings?
Let people taste it.
That's exactly what you guys are doing here. You've made a salad with all kinds of lettuce and spinach and that frizz thing, and you got some red wine vinaigrette dressing. And while the folks are eating it, you fill their heads with the good nutrition information, right?
Yes.
So what do you tell them?
The darker the green or reddish tone of the lettuce, the more micronutrients. These are great sources of vitamins A, C, and K. We know that eating more fruits and vegetables contributes significantly in terms of reducing your risk for chronic disease. Our main goal here is to showcase these are things you can grow, and if you don't want to grow them, just find a lot of different varieties to try and build a wonderful, tasteful, healthy salad.
So, Kayla, now, do you have any salad jokes, anything like that you can give us?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, well, maybe next time. Oh, and if you want more information on salad makings and recipes and such, go online, search USDA Farmers Market, and then scroll down to VegU. Click on that, and don't forget,
eat your salad, salad.
That's right. In Washington, Gary Crawford for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
And thanks, Gary Crawford. He's always so creative. I love his vignettes, so his little features. So bottom line, what we do is that we make our garden area acclimated to flowers, and then also what can we put in a salad. That's what we are. We're boring people. But for us, it really does help augment our salads and make it with fresh items, because when you go to the grocery store, unless you're with a grocery store that does cater to what the farmers are growing, we are fortunate in our town that that's really stressed. a lot. One of our groceries, I think they went from 20 to 40 different farmers that they work with locally. So that basically is all local stuff. And if you're stuck by getting things from other nations, that might not be the freshest produce that you'll eat. So we try to enjoy for the 5 to 7 months that we have to grow and eat some really nice fresh items in our salad, because our salad is what's going to keep us alive. It's going to keep us leaner. It's going to keep us healthier because we put a lot of fruits in it too. If we don't have it on the salad, we have it to the side. But we have fruits and vegetables on there, or meat. We always have some protein every so often, and sometimes we don't. And maybe we've had a big lunch, and so we had to cut down somewhere. So we would go ahead and have a salad at nighttime. That's usually when we eat them. And we wouldn't have too much on it. So, but we do like to have our dressing on it. We don't eat too many croutons on it. I would love to have some good croutons. I haven't had some in years. I buy some every so often, and I must not buy the right ones, but it's been years since I've had a really good crouton. So do enjoy the fresh vegetables and fruits during their seasons, and we count down the year by what kind of melons we can have because of the time of the season, and we love our pomegranates when they come out. We love our pomegranates. Can't have enough. So I wanted to also tell you about the Ball Corporation. I went to, 2 stores, and I saw that there were shelving for canning and preserving. And one of the stores, both of them really, they really expanded. One was a Walmart, and then one was a Meijer store, Meijer, that's up there in Chicago, down here in Indiana, down here in Indiana. Yeah, sometimes we are that way. But anyway, we saw that it was like double the amount of space, and the options that people had in front of them were just terrific, absolutely terrific. Now, I can tell you about 4 years ago, it was not that way. So people are going back to the basics. They want to know some recipes. They want to know what kind of items they can use to be able to can or preserve your food. We store food. We've done it for years. It ain't going to change. We do have, when I get mushrooms, I do cut them up, and I do put them in my baggies. And, I always know where my mushrooms are. I'm not feeding on mushrooms, but I know where my corn is, know where my carrots are, sweet potato patties we have, we get from a butcher shop, and, just the different veggies and whatever. And then fruits. Now, sometimes we do store some fruits, and we do package those up and put them in there. I don't feel they taste as well when they're frozen, then you undo them. But for some items, they can taste pretty good. So that's what we do. We're real exciting people. We've done it for decades. It ain't going to change. So, hey, it's how we roll. That's just how we roll. But the Ball Corporation, they do have this new, and you've got to check it out, I kid you not. It's a new amber-colored mason jar. I know it's 64 ounces, 32, 12, I want to say, and neat looking. When you first see it, you'll be thrown off because it's dark. You're used to seeing the white, not the white, but the clear and the blue color so you can see the food. Well, these are darker because they keep out the UV rays. That's very important for your flavor, very important for your herbs, spices, for the coloration for your food to stay fresh looking. It's awesome product. They're really pushing it this year because it is new, but they also feel like they've made significant changes for people because of the flavor that it keeps also in there because the sun isn't hitting it and beating it down in other situations that people put things through. So like lighting or whatever. But these are amber colored, and they are 99% UV ray protection on your food, herbs, and spices. You can use them for other things. We have used one of the sizes for some flowers that a gentleman that my mom goes to lunch with once a month brought to her. It's an old friend. It's not a romantic friend. but he always likes to bring us fresh flowers from his yard because he has an extensive yard, and they have a lot of bushes, and he just clips off, some branches and brings them in, and we just go nuts about it because it's a big full vase kind of thing. We have bigger vases, but this one makes it fun because it's in a mason jar. So go to your stores. You're going to find it, particularly even Walmart has them expanded. Target has too. You're going to see bigger spaces of these particular items. Buy them because people want to get back to the basics and do more canning and freezing. And we've got to anyway, because if the power grid goes down, if we have a problem with some satellites that bump into each other and cause other issues with cell phones or communications for people, there's a lot that can go on. Everybody thinks about bombing or nuclear or whatever. There's a lot of mechanical things that can go wrong. It's just the way the world is right now, so you got to be aware of that. Things can go out in just a moment, so because of all the technology that we have. So do be prepared as best as you can. foodforliberty.com/markcgnews.com. If you do that, it helps keep our things up and running. But foodforliberty.com/markcgnews. They've got prepared food that you can store for 15, 20 years. We've got some. It's good tasting. There's different ways that you need to be prepared, but what I'm saying is that with canning and preserving, it is here. It's very popular right now, and some of the older folks are liking that revives memories of what they went through. We're the same way. We love one of the cookbooks we have, and it has some great, like brandied cherries. It's got also, I want to say it was called Drunken Peaches. Could that be right? And so my mom wants to make that. So, but it's exciting times. This year it's going to rock and roll, and next year it's just going to go boom. It's really going to explode, unbelievably. So this year, rock and roll, keep feet on the ground, and we're going to have an awesome time this year with Community Gardens. I kid you not. Well, thank you for listening. We'll keep you posted on our different expansions, too. Exciting stuff if I can figure it all out. This is Mary Huckel. Thank you, and have a great Community Garden Day.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. You're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.